Hello. Now I am contributing my experience in this video how I quit smoking successfully, permanently and joyfully. If you learn the way I adapted to quit smoking, you also can quit smoking easily, joyfully at your home. I never failed in quitting. I had two attempts to quit smoking. First in 1979 when I was the student of College of Engineering Pune and it was my last year's first semester. I was student leader and I handled strike in our engineering college in 1977 which was last for 40 days very successfully. I handled 1400 students of College of Engineering Pune very successfully. So I was very confident young student leader of that time. But in 1973, my friend introduced me cigarette and taught me how to smoke cigarette. As I inhaled the smoke, I became smoker immediately. I never understood how I became a smoker. Actually, I was not impressed by cigarette or cigarette smoking, or I was not interested to be a smoker. But it is the problem of nicotine and it's a drug addiction which I was not knowing at that time. I hooked to it and my smoking was continued. After the strike, I handled it very confidently and successfully. I was very confident, and sometime there was a thought in my mind that this cigarette, this tobacco stick is controlling me, which I didn't like. Then in the last year, uh, I decided to change my lifestyle. I decided to stop the all meeting which I was conducting every day with students, and I decided to study in last year of my college. At that time, I decided to quit smoking. And one day, I quit smoking very easily because the call was from my subconscious mind. That was the inner call to stop smoking and to be punctual in the college. The first semester of my last year, I was very serious. I got good marks in my test and even in my final exam. But unfortunately, when I went to my city, I took part again in social political activity as a student leader and activist. And because of that, I got into other troubles. And again, I got into the type of the cigarette and my smoking started. But one thing to be noted that I quit smoking at that time very successfully. There was no withdrawal. I had no problems, no suffering, nothing. I enjoyed the quitting process. I got into the trap again because I was having no knowledge. At that time in 1979 in India and in Pune and Dhule city, there was no knowledge about nicotine addiction, etc. And cigarette was having social status everywhere. Nobody was objecting. There was no restriction of smoking. Anyway, it was my mistake and my smoking started again. Then that smoking continued for more than 15 years in my life and I smoked lakhs of cigarette during that period. After my education, I got married, then I had a job and I was involved in lot of socio-political activities. And due to that, I was a trade union leader. I was doing my job. I was married. I was having responsibilities as well as the total stressful life was there. I was driving scooter, motorcycle every day near about 200 kilometers, taking the meeting, organizing some morchas, dharna, etc. for the worker demands. and I was looking after four districts: Mumbai, Thane, Ratnagiri, and Raigad. So traveling was there, meeting the people, then all these things, smoking was there, tea, coffee, there was no regular food, no regular sleep. And all this was happening due to my heavy loaded lifestyle. In that period, my thoughts were changed. I I was in love with cigarette like other smoker. Then I was thinking that cigarette is my best friend. It helps me to combat stress. It helps me to think, etc., etc. Every smoker is having these ideas. So I was also having the same ideas, but in ni- 19, I think 19, say 85, I got some health issues. My health was at stake because of all my these activities. And one evening, a blood drop in toilet, and I was shattered. And I decided that I will look to my health seriously. Meanwhile, I was not having good experience of near about 20 years. I was working in the social field, and people were not that much aware about their rights and duties. Rampant corruption I have seen even in the lower class, in the worker, in every offices, even the helper, lineman, assistant lineman, all engineers, higher officer, everywhere rampant corruption was there in my department, as well as the all government or semi-government officer I have seen, the rampant corruption is there, casteism there, and people are not aware that they should not do the corruption, they should have some values. There was nothing like that, and my health is at stake. Then I decided to quit all my social political activities and concentrated on my health and my job and my family. I took the decision, and again my subconscious mind helped me, and I did lot of Ayurveda courses and naturopathy courses, and I changed my lifestyle. I joined yoga classes. I was going for morning walk. Then I was attending my yoga classes. Then I was doing belly breathing. Then I was eating fresh fruit. Sometimes I was drinking fresh fruit juice. Then salad, fresh vegetables. I was eating very less processed food. So my health improved, but during all that period, and I was smoking regularly. Even after my yoga class, I was smoking cigarette. This is a fact. And my smoking was continue as usual. There was no difference. And I never got thought in my mind that I should stop smoking. There was no thought in my mind. It never came in the mind, and I was totally under the influence of nicotine, means cigarette, and that was going on. Smoking was going on. One day, my 6-year daughter told me that, Baba, please don't smoke in toilet. It is very giving very bad smell and filthy and dirty. Please stop it. This her statement went into my head like a bullet, and I got motivated. I got aware about the cigarette, and I took the decision, and a firm decision, to quit smoking permanently. But now the situation was different. I was fear in my mind that how I will survive without cigarette, because toilet was very essential activity in the morning. Can I quit cigarette? So these were the thoughts in mind. There was a fear, and even the other rigid thoughts were in the mind about cigarette. Cigarette is a good friend, love, etc. All that was there. But then I started to collect the all information and knowledge about tobacco, about the drug nicotine and the addiction, and I provided that knowledge to my subconscious mind. I was sure that subconscious mind will help me to quit cigarette. And adopted a second strategy. I divided cigarette into two parts. One easy cigarette and another is difficult cigarette. The difficult cigarette was for me is a toilet cigarette, but other cigarettes were not that difficult. Then I stopped buying cigarette pack and I started whenever there was urge, I was trying to delay that urge. Sometimes I succeed and I didn't smoke. But when there was strong urge, I went to the cigarette shop, I bought cigarette, but I smoke only 1 to 3 puffs, not more than that, because those puffs were enough to supply me nicotine dose. What is smoking? After all, smoking is nothing but to supply nicotine dose to your body. And then I found out that I should not smoke more than 2 to 3 puff or 1 puff is also sometimes enough. Due to this, what happened? My smoking drastically come down from 30 cigarettes to 7 cigarettes, and even that I was smoking only 1 to 3 puffs. Then after that, and as I was supplying all knowledge to my subconscious mind daily, due to that my attraction towards smoking come down, my rigid concepts started to change, and dependency was vanishing, and even my urge was coming down very fast. So, because of this, my confidence increased and I was in position to defeat the nicotine. And then I turned to my difficult cigarette, and even uh, I now, at the time I smoking only 1 to 3 puff in toilet. So my confidence was definitely increased and I was in position to defeat tobacco completely. Meanwhile, my wife prepared a very good herbal product for me, and that was very tasty. It was having natural lot of vitamin C, then it was having anti-cough herb, then it was having digestive herb which helps for digestion, and very tasty product. And that product plus my strategy plus I provided knowledge of the power to my subconscious mind, and then the day come there was no craving, there was no urge to smoke, and at that time I stopped smoking permanently. Even at first time when I stopped, that also with the correct way, because at the first time when I quit in 1977, I was not emotionally attached or connected to cigarette, and I was not that way. As in second time I was connected, and there was rigid concept. At the first time there was nothing like that, so I quit very easily first time. Second time the picture was different, and I studied it thoroughly. What is tobacco and what is addiction? Because mind I was knowing actually. I am a versatile reader, so I have a lot of knowledge about different things, and even I have good knowledge about subconscious mind and mind, how mind works. So all this helped me to quit smoking permanently. Now it happened 28 years back on 3rd August 1994. I quit smoking permanently. I am enjoying my life. I am 69, quite healthy, and because of this, my life I definitely think I got as a bonus. Otherwise, I would have lost my life. I have seen my four college friends died because of this smoking before 50. They didn't complete the 50. And we know it is tobacco is number one killer in the world, and people are dying pre, premature death, and they have to face different kind of diseases like lung cancer, throat cancer, heart attacks, etc., etc. You can't avoid this. If you want to quit, if you are serious to quit, if you are properly motivated, please follow my program, join my channel, subscribe it. watch my all videos, read my book, prepare yourself, and you can quit smoking at your home when you will get the signal from your subconscious mind that quit cigarette, there will be no urge, and then you quit it permanently. So this way you can quit. You don't need, actually, if you go properly, you don't need any nicotine patch, gum, etc. You should not fear about what will have triggers. That's nothing. Once your mind is prepared and mind helps you, then you can quit smoking very easily. I help thousands of people, including doctors, to quit smoking permanently, and they are enjoying their life. Now I decided to help everyone in the world. This is now my mission, to help everyone in the world who want to quit smoking. So I launched my this new channel, Quit Smoke Within One Day. Please join it, visit it, subscribe it, watch and take the advantage, and let us create a strong movement to quit smoking in the world. Those who are non-motivated, I request the family members, I appeal their family members to motivate them, and then let them watch my videos, read my book, and they can quit. You please share this video on your WhatsApp and social media, then spread this message across the world everywhere, and please join to this movement. Thank you for watching my video. Thanks again.